I just wanted to pay a quick visit. We're out here in Spencerport, New York. We're in an area that I believe the town still owns. This used to be, and I'm talking back in the 1950s, this used to be a skating rink. We have a creek that flows down through here. That's Northrop Creek. Now I grew up in this area here, and as a young child I remember coming to this skating rink. They would dam up this creek, and I think the area we're walking on has all been filled in. It was pretty, this whole area was pretty low at the time, so there was a dam across this creek. Want to see if there's any remains of that. I think I see some of that off in the distance. There was a building right up here. You can see a rise in the bank. There was a building right along here. There's some old concrete here that either was dumped later or could be some remains of that building. It was just a wooden building, so that's been long gone for many years. I remember there was an entrance to the building on this side that took you out onto the skating rink. And it was a long, narrow building which ended right over here. And I think I'm going to rethink the layout here, because I don't think the building was this high up. This mound might have been put in here in later years after the skating rink and building were gone. Not sure yet, but I see a concrete wall down there which was all part of the dam. Possibly the building could have been on top of that. We're going to walk down in this area and have a look around. I came down off that mound. We have an old concrete wall. This was the dam. And I remember there was a spillway right over here, which would have been to the left of the building. And this is the remains of that spillway. I want to interject right here a couple of pencil drawings. First, the area when the dam was open, the water level was down. Second, when the dam was closed off and the field was flooded and frozen. We're going to go up onto that concrete dam section. Not sure the building. Very possible. Yeah, I do think I see something over here that might confirm that there was a building on top of this dam. Here's a concrete wall right there, and a little bit over that way. So I think the building was right along here on top of this wall. So the entrance to the building would have been right over there. And the width of the building would have been from the dam to this concrete wall over here. And the inside of the building would have ran right down through here. And ended possibly over there on that concrete or right about here. There's a concrete wall that goes at this angle to the creek. So this was probably the southern end of the building. The building ran north and south. We're going to go down in this area and see what we can find. Be sure to stick around near the end of this video when I tell you about the scary story that happened to me at this skating rink. The spillway was right here. This is where they put wooden boards across to dam up the creek, and then they would open it up in the spring. I'm going to walk off this way. I thought I saw some concrete over here. And I've got another story to go along with this area. There's the concrete wall that I think was the side portion of the building. But there's a concrete foundation running along here parallel to the creek. There's this steel pipe sticking up about every 10 feet. I don't know what that would have been. I'm unfamiliar with this area beyond the building. And there's more concrete foundation right here. There was possibly a building down here that I was unaware of when I was young. Anyway, we found what we were looking for. The remains of the old ice skating rink in Spencerport, New York. And climb back up this mound where the building was. Yeah, I didn't bring my walking stick, so this is getting a little difficult. Thorn bush is growing. There we go. We're back up in the middle of the building here. So right in through here would have been the doorway into the building. And I remember we would turn right and go out onto the ice skating rink. Okay, we made it back up onto the original mound that we came to. The foundation of the actual dam and building over there. We're going to head back out into the area that was the ice skating rink. Okay, we're back out into the big open area that, of course, has been backfilled over the years. I'm going to walk down to the level that it used to be. Northrop Creek right there. Dam is off that way. So you can see this was a pretty deep pond when they dammed it up. And my story with this area happened right up in this area close to the road. It was right about here. I'm going to guess that I was probably about 6 years old. It was late winter. The ice was getting thin. They were allowing the water to leave this area. My friend and I came down here and decided to walk on the ice. So, coming across right about here, I was in the lead, and I fell through the ice. I'm going to say right about on this spot. I caught myself with my arms. My feet were straight down. The water was rushing beneath me, trying to pull me in that direction, and I couldn't get out. My buddy ran off this way. When he saw me go through, he got off the ice, and I started hollering, I can't get out, can't get myself out. Well, he found a long stick somewhere over here, ventured back out on the ice, got to the point to where the stick could reach my hand, and he pulled, and I worked at it, and I got out of that ice. And I walked home, frozen stiff. Had I let go, I probably would have been swept away under this ice with no way to get out. So, I guess I had an angel on my shoulder that day. I don't know how we both had the strength to get me out of there. We were just little tots. And I remember Mom always said, don't be walking on the ice anywhere because you could fall through. So I had to go home and face Mom all soaking wet and tell her what happened. Needless to say, she was not very happy, except for the fact that I made it back home. So that's my story on this area. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a little video I wanted to make. Come back for more. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.